Good morning and welcome to week 2 of my fitness journey. Well, technically yesterday started week 2. I didn't record, but I do have the proof that I did go do cardio. I did 20 minutes. That's a lie. I did 30 minutes on the Stairmaster level 7, and then I did 25 minutes on the treadmill on incline walk just to make sure I got my steps in, and did. But let's talk about this because this is important too. Do I want a round of applause? I mean, maybe, but it's so easy to sit down at my desk and not really stand up much. I have a standing desk and I have a walking pad, so I really have no reason to be sitting down all day, but some days I do. I mean, my chair be comfortable. Yesterday I had to be very intentional about it. I got up and I walked, and by the time I got off work I did have a little over 4,000 steps. I only walked like for I think an hour and a half, 2 hours throughout the day, but still it was something more than nothing, right? And I ended the day with, let's check together, 9,242 steps. And remember, my goal is 8,000 to 10,000 steps, so did that. Wait, there's one more thing I wanted to mention. So I wasn't able to weigh in this morning. I know. I told you I was gonna weigh in today, which is Saturday, but Mother Nature, so we're gonna wait until next Saturday to weigh in. It won't be an accurate reading today if I did it. Again, today is Saturday. I'm going for a 1 mile jog, and then I'm doing an upper body lift. I probably will not record today. I think I want to record tomorrow and show y'all like this leg day looks like for me, so we'll do that together. But I'm about to fix me something to eat before this lift, so I'm nice and fueled and I'm not struggling like I did last week during that full body lift. But I also want to show y'all something. Remember last week I told you in the intro, I was like, I'm not someone who can intuitively eat, right? Like I have to track my macros. I have to, for various reasons. There's a few, but one specifically I'm going to show you right now. Y'all, I love cheese down. I love cheese. I think cheese can go on 90% of the things in this world. I love cheese so much, right? So if I'm making scrambled egg, I'm going to eye it. I'm going to say, oh, a little bit more won't hurt. Oh, it needs a little bit more. Let me sprinkle a little bit more, right? But I'm going to probably put in my FitnessPal that I had a quarter cup. I had 1/4 cup of cheese. 1/4 cup of cheese is this much. Let me show you different angles. Like this is a fourth. This is not how much I'm putting here. I am putting twice, if not 3 times this amount of cheese into my eggs because I like cheesy eggs. Now that's a huge difference. Let me get my phone. I go into my FitnessPal. 1/4 cup is 9 grams of fat. But I told y'all I'm putting like 2, maybe 3 of these in there. So 2 of these is 18 grams of fat, and 3 of these is 27 grams of fat. Mind you, my goal for fat a day is roughly 55 to 60 grams. So if I'm already at 27, because I've used 3/4 cups of cheese in my eggs, that's going to leave very small room for other fats throughout the day, because there are like hidden fats or just fats we didn't realize were probably in other foods, like the oil that we use. If you add any butter to anything, like things like that, or even milk for like my protein shake, like there's fat in it. So I'm going to quickly get up to that 60 or 55 grams of fat, and that's why I have to manage and I have to watch what it is that I'm putting in there, especially things like cheese for me. Same thing with sauces. I know a lot of people like sauce on their things, whether it's ketchup, mayo, or those calories and the macros from those sauces do add up and can put you well over your calories. In your salads, like these things do add up, and I'm not telling you you have to track your macros. It's not for everyone. If you are someone who you previously had like an eating disorder, or someone who does not have a great relationship with food, it may not be the best option for you. And I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm explaining to you why I mentioned last week that I cannot intuitively eat, because these little things that seem so minor and so tiny, they add up to be an additional 300 calories per day, additional 400 calories a day. Am I even in a caloric deficit if that's my goal? Am I even at maintenance? Am I actually in a surplus? These are the things that I have to consider when I'm trying to hit my goals, and why I have to be a little bit more disciplined and a little bit more precise than sometimes other people have to be, because I know what works and what doesn't work for me, and intuitively eating does not work. I know I've talked my head off this Saturday morning. I'm going to make me some breakfast. I will probably check in with y'all later today just to tell you how my run went and my steps for the day. But I have some things I need to take care of. So I need to go. and I will see you guys later. Hey y'all, hey. It's later in the day. I almost forgot to come back on here and just let y'all know how my lift and run went earlier. It went good, just so you know. I'm trying to pull up the facts. So for my run today, I actually shaved off 18 seconds from my last run. Again, not too much pressure because I'm not training for a 5K again. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just running because I want to keep it in my program. I want to keep the endurance. Obviously, I'm not at 3.1 miles anymore, but I want to be able to keep up some of what I worked on last year. Came in at 12 minutes and 49 seconds. My first run of the year was at 13 minutes and 7 seconds, excuse me. My heart rate was even lower today than what it was on the first run, which is a good sign. Also, as far as steps for today, I am at 8,790 steps and it's 8:24 p.m. I'm gonna get a few more steps in and I'm taking this watch off. But otherwise, yeah, I had a really good lift, really good run. So I will see y'all bright and early in the morning. Have a good night. I can't believe I didn't come on here this morning and introduce the day. I mean, yes, I told y'all yesterday what we was doing today, but like, I still could have came on here and said good morning before I went and got my leg day in. It was an amazing lift. I enjoyed it. I did have to be quick because I was on a time restraint, but I recorded, so we're gonna go watch that in just a second. What did I want to say? Oh, I forgot to tell y'all yesterday. So after I got back from lifting and doing my run, I ended up doing a calisthenics video. I told y'all I really want to get into it this year for real. But it was just like a intro one for beginners. It's always crazy to me how intense body weight movements can be. You know, like I can push and pull X amount of pounds, but when it comes to pushing my own weight, holding up my own weight, moving my own weight, and like manipulating my body in ways that go against gravity and things like that, how intense that could be. And mind you, I only did one round yesterday. I said, girl, I mean, I was winded, you know, I had just finished lifting and running and whatnot. I was like, all right, let me do it on a day where I'm not as exhausted, literally. And I just did the first round and I was like, okay. So I'm super excited about that portion of this journey, introducing in more calisthenic work. Obviously I do some now, like pull-ups, push-ups, but like I want to be able to do like a handstand, and I don't even know the name of some of the other movements that they do in calisthenics, you know? So I'm excited to learn it, but yeah, it was intense a little bit. I was like, okay. Mostly the diamond shaped push-ups. They weren't even full body push-ups. Now I can knock out 12, 15 regular push-ups, but diamond shape was like really getting into the triceps. I was like, ooh, ma'am. And I was on my knees with those, ma'am. But let's roll clip. Personally, on leg days, if I'm doing any type of intense cardio, intense to me would be running, sprints, Stairmaster. I would typically do that after a leg day. However, I choose incline walking as my form of cardio. I went ahead and did it prior to my lift. 20 minutes on an incline, on a 3 incline at a 3 speed, so nothing too crazy. Of course, after this, I went through a full dynamic warm-up, make sure my body is ready and prepped for my leg day. I also made sure to do some glute and hamstring activation work prior to lifting. It's been a long time, a long time since I've done that, and I think it played a huge difference in my lift today, especially when it came to me doing RDLs, but we'll get to that point in just a moment. First up on the list, good old barbell front squats. I haven't done these in a few months. I've actually not done a lot of barbell work. Last week, y'all saw me do pendulum squats. I love pendulum squats, but a close first is going to be barbell front squats. An absolute favorite. I feel like they challenged me in so many ways, and my core is always on fire. I moved into some RDL work, and as you see, I kept it light. I have one plate on each side. I can work up to 3 plates on each side for a total of 6 for reps. However, I'm gonna have a lot more activation for pit shock RDLs when I keep it lighter, and I'll do about 12 to 15 reps. You can't see here, but my legs are quite literally shaking on the last set. I also just want you to pay attention how I'm doing full reps. Oftentimes I will see, whether it's in the gym or online, where partial reps are being done. I highly encourage doing full reps. Come all the way up, please. I followed this up with some reverse lunges. Please don't sleep on kettlebell work or dumbbell work. Not everything has to be a barbell, not everything has to be a machine. I think it's actually great to have a variety within your program. A question that I've gotten quite a few times over the years is ladies asking about their inner thighs. Now, obviously obviously there's multiple different ways to target your inner thighs, but I do think that single leg exercises, whether it's a lunge, a split squat, a hinge exercise like B-stance RDL, or a single leg RDL, among other movements, they're great for your inner thigh. Yes, the adductor machine is amazing as well. I highly recommend including single leg and single arm exercises into your program as well. Here you can see that I'm doing B-stance RDLs, again a full range of motion. I did superset these RDLs with just some body weight calf raises. Don't sleep on it. Normally I do about 20 to 25. I moved on to leg extensions, and as you can see, and as I've mentioned before in the past, like I try to do a good job of really slowing each rep down and making them count. I finished off with some laying hamstring curls. These are a favorite. Sometimes I also like to do single leg laying hamstring curls. The only thing that was on my program that I was supposed to do that I did not have the time to do was single leg hip thrust. But overall, this was my leg day. I hope you enjoyed that. We're back in the present moment. I also wanted to say that obviously this is for me to document, this is for me to inspire, but I'm also here to educate. And with that being said, sometimes I know the things that I want to talk about because it's things that I've witnessed within myself, witnessed within clients, witnessed within friends, or just random people that I may see in the gym, online. And so then I'll bring those topics here and kind of like try to include them where they naturally fit and flow within the video. But I also want to know if you have any questions. Like, please feel free to always just do it respectfully, please. Please feel free to always ask questions so that I can address them and like either give you answers like specifically or bring it to the channel and give the answer here, because I also want to educate as well. I understand that not everyone has the disposable funds to be able to hire a coach or to even buy a program. Maybe like I'm not pocket watching, like I don't know what you got going on. So if I can educate or give some pieces here, some tips and whatnot, then I want to. That's gonna help you on your journey, or whether it's like form questions or whatever like that. Like let me know if you have them. It's the least I could do, I'm gonna go shower. I have some other things to do today. What's today? Today is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And I'll see y'all sometime this week. I don't know. This is week 2. Today is Monday. I'm about to go do steady state cardio, just 45 minutes. That's a go. 45 minutes on the Stairmaster, and maybe some core. I really should be doing some abs. But anyway, that's what we're doing today. As y'all saw from the previous clips, I did do some walking while I was at work today, but for some reason, well, I know the reason. Not all my steps got counted because it says I'm at 3,095 steps, and that is 0.99 of a mile. Babes, what? I was walking for an hour and change, plus any other walking I was doing throughout the house. So I don't feel like it picked up all of my steps, which is fine. I mean, as long as I'm getting the movement in, that's truly what matters most. But who don't like to see it actually like on the watch too, I was supposed to get up this morning and go do cardio, but the thing is we're having like a freeze right now. So I woke up this morning, I want to say it was like 29, 30 degrees. I was like, fine, whatever. But it said it felt like it was 15 or 18 degrees, one of the two. And I said, 15 where? 15 who? I'm going back to bed. And because I knew I could do it after work, I was just like, whatever. And here we are after work. And now it's time to go do cardio. Now I wish I just got up this morning and went to go do it. But that's how it goes, right? That's pretty much it. Let's go get this cardio in and see y'all after, maybe. Good morning, y'all. It is Tuesday morning and it's 5:16 a.m. and I am headed to go do upper body and run a mile this morning. Yesterday, remember I was like, I'm just gonna get back into bed, whatever. Even though I still got in my cardio yesterday, which I did. However, and let me put that on the screen as well. yesterday's Stairmaster. But this morning, it is currently 31 degrees outside right now, and it feels like 24 degrees. So that's better than yesterday. So let's go ahead and get it together so we can go. I have on layers this morning. Layers. I have on these sweatpants, and I also have on black leggings. I have on this black hoodie, and I also have on a black shirt. I'm also going to put a jacket on over top of this because I'm not playing around, okay? I really don't have a whole lot to say. We need to hurry up. Let's go. Hey y'all, it is... I mean, it's gonna be on the screen anyway, but oh my goodness, what is today? Today is Thursday. So unfortunately, I have not been able to work out as of yesterday, and then today. It is outside of my control. However, I am cleared to start working out tomorrow again. So tomorrow is Friday, and it does start week 3. So I'll pick up there. It's been so difficult for me to kind of just sit still and not do too much. It was in my best interest, so I sat down. What's I gonna say? I don't know, but I'm so sorry that this week's video is kind of short in my opinion. I'm currently editing it right now. It's kind of short in my opinion because I didn't, do anything yesterday or today to include in here, but just please continue to hang with me. I promise you it's gonna speed up. It's gonna get better and better each week. Last week, like y'all know, it was like a trial week. This week I was thrown with kind of a curveball and not being able to get in a full week's worth of activity like I was planning on, how I anticipated. But I promise you it's gonna get better and better. And thank you guys as always for being here. Please do not forget to leave any type of questions that you may have down below, or just comment or whatever. Yeah, I'll see you guys in week 3.